Hello guys, and welcome to the first video of the HTML tutorial series. What we're going to learn in this series is all you need to know about HTML, all the basics and a little more extra stuff as well about HTML, some CSS and a little bit of JavaScript. Now, what are these three? Let me open a text document real quick just so that I can type. Well, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is the language that is used for the content of a web page. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and it is the language which tells our browser how the content of a web page should be displayed, where it should be displayed, the positioning, and any animations that might be needed, and also JavaScript, which is the language that runs on the browser. There is also PHP, which is the language, I missed a G here, that runs on the server side. But we're not going to be learning any PHP. We do not need it in order to create a website, a basic website at least. But we're going to be learning about these three. Well, HTML, everything there is, whatever we need about CSS, and some JavaScript just to make things interesting. So, without anything further to say, let's jump off. Actually, before I jump off and create my first HTML file and display it on an actual browser like Chrome, I'm going to be using Google Chrome for displaying the websites. I'm going to say that what we're going to do to need for starters is only Notepad and a browser. You already have a browser pre-installed, and I'm pretty sure you already got Chrome or Firefox. I got both of them, as you can see. What we're going to need is only the Notepad, but later on, if you want, you can also use Notepad++, which is very good for writing scripts. And later on, we also might use Visual Studio Code, which might be the best idea there is right now as of 2019. So let's close this one, don't save. I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to create, and I want you to create that as well on your desktop or wherever you want. Just know where it is. I'm going to be using my desktop. Create a folder and name it My Websites. Open it, and in here I want you to create a new text document. Just right click, go to new text document, and name it index. Now, by default, you might not be able to see the .txt file. You might be getting this. In order to see a file extension, any file extension, open any folder or whatever. Just open the File Explorer, go to the View tab in the top menu, and click File Name Extensions. Check the File Name Extensions checkbox, and you're going to be able to see on off. You can see the difference. Go ahead and rename it and change it from .txt to .html so that we have index.html. Now, if you hit enter, Windows is going to warn you that you're about to change the file type, but you really want to do that. So click yes. Now right click and open with Notepad. For now, just type what I type as well, and I'm going to be explaining everything on the second video. Go ahead and type !doctype HTML. head, use a tab, type title, my first title, close the title tag, close the head tag, open a new tag, the body tag. Go ahead and type h1, which stands for heading 1, my first heading. Close the h1. Go ahead and type p, which stands for paragraph, my first paragraph. Close the paragraph tag, close the body tag, and close the HTML tag. Now, hit Ctrl and S to save it, or file save, and go to the folder, right click and open with Google Chrome or whatever you want. So let's see what we get here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Alright, 300% is enough to see what we just got here. So doctype HTML is to declare that this is an HTML file. Inside the HTML tags is everything about the web page. Inside the head tag is basic info about the web page. Here's the title. You can see the title displayed on the tab, and inside the body tag it's everything about the actual web page itself. The head element contains other elements which has information about the web page, like the title, and the body element contains elements that are inside the actual web page itself. So we have a heading, which you can see here. We have marked it up as h1, the opening tag and the close tag, and we also have a paragraph, and you can see it displayed this way. Now we're going to be learning many tricks, like style is color red, and if you save and refresh, you can see it just became red. This is a little bit of CSS internal. Well, this is pretty much it, guys. It's the simplest language there is in the world. Like, even if you want to type hello world, which you probably have done in other languages, you can just do it here, save, and it's going to be displayed. You don't even have to mark everything up. The browser is going to display it, but you're going to be marking up everything and be a good fella, because if you don't mark things up, the browser is not going to work as efficiently as it should. So in the next video we're going to be covering up more of this stuff, and later on we're going to be explaining every single element there is one by one. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.